Hello everybody and welcome to episode 17 in my Carthaginian campaign Let's Play for Imperator Rome's 1.3 Livy update. Now in the last episode we waged war on Vocontia and by proxy their allies Carthage, Arvernia and also Venelia all the way up here in the northern coastline of Gaul. Now we've pretty much defeated Carthage, we pieced them out and got one territory from them because all we wanted was a little bit of Cisalpine Gaul here to complete a province, and then we've blown over the Alps towards Transalpine Gaul, rampaged across Vocontia, pretty much defeated them as well, but we're just going to make one final little push into the heart of Gaul itself, Arvernia, and try to make them a tributary. I don't necessarily want their territory, I just want some of their Gallic cashola. Then we're probably going to progress down the coastline towards Sorbonia, Indicetia and Illyrgetia, and who knows, depending on how quickly we achieve all this, we might even open up a war against Lusonia, Dietania, Bastatania, and Mastia. We're going to be pretty aggressive from now on out, I think, in general. Kind of keeping the wars going all the time, not really many breaks in between. I think we can handle the aggressive expansion, and I think we're in a good position with our manpower and stuff to take on some of these tribes in perpetuity. So, that's pretty much where we left off. Like I said, we just got armies all over the place. We're just going to be continuing right on from where we left off. Now, I've noticed some things actually just before we get into it. Some people actually mentioned in the comments that, I think it was actually just one person. We don't have that many comments, guys. If you could comment a bit more, that'd be awesome. Obviously, do whatever you got to do, but appreciate the likes and interactions. I saw some people saying like, oh, I don't really comment, but I watch every episode. I was like, oh, we only got like 10 or 20 comments, but we get over 1,000 views each time. It'd be great to get some comments going so I could, I don't know, just read some out or, you know, get some different perspectives on things. But I'm glad that people are either way are interacting and enjoying the series, I think. I don't really have much of a barometer to gauge that on, but I'm really enjoying this playthrough anyway. So, some things that I noticed is that we've got a populist ruler in power, Himilco Barca. He's actually of humble origin. He used to be a former slave, so it's pretty cool that he's actually there. And he's got half the Senate are actually behind him currently as a, you know, as a populist. Now, we can diminish that power, or we could go the other way. And I say diminish, you know, you're empowering them, but you do lower populist faction influence. It's really if we wanted to lower our own corruption, but he's got no corruption right now, so we don't really need to do that. So what I've been thinking, and bear with me here, is that we can actually declare him a dictator to get extra morale for all our armies and keep him in power a little bit longer, as well as his co-suffet Matan Blasi, who, if you remember, is the Italian governor, aka the Italiot. So I do like him having him there. He has 10 finesse, and this guy with his 11 charisma is actually really great for fabricating claims and reducing our own tyranny. So they're actually pretty good guys, you know, and 7 Marshall's decent. They're not great on the zeal front, but we don't really need them to be, so it's okay. So I'm actually happy to keep them in power, despite the populist here lowering our own political influence. So I might play around with the idea, you know, if we are Himilco Barca, and we are tolerant, reckless, and silver-tongued, albeit a little bit submissive in the bedroom, I would assume that this guy would want to seize control if half the Senate are behind him in terms of populace. Like, look at all these seats. So, if we do that and we make him a dictator, he can also then enable lifetime elections and then potentially even proclaim a full-on dictatorship as a government form. Now, that's really rough. We'd lose a lot of stability on that one. And we'd gain a huge amount of tyranny. I don't know if we'll go that far, but we might progress towards that in this episode, and who knows, this could be the downfall of Carthage, because I might not be able to handle all the low loyalty we might get as a result of this, but we'll see. It's going to be something I'm thinking of working towards, that's for sure. Now, to do this, we also need him to be quite a popular guy, so what we're going to start off doing is holding games to raise his popularity. He's only on 23 popularity right now. We're also going to put him in charge of one of the armies. I notice he has better command marshal than this guy, so we'll just throw Himilco Barca. He's getting his feet wet. He realizes the terms are halfway up, and he's kind of wants to put this plan into action of raising his stature and his popularity amongst the Senate and the people. So he's going to lead one of the armies himself and put this war, what is the word? Put an end to this war, you know, get the job done, so to speak. So what we're going to do is going to blast our way towards Gergovia. Actually, you know what? We'll link up this guy with this army. Keep them there for now. Turn off that because he's not getting his loyalty back. We've got 3,000 here. I've got an army heading towards them and heading towards them this way, so we'll take them out. Bring in some of our exiled armies. I have to bring these guys in. We've got pretty much the full brunt of the Carthaginian military here. And we're just going to keep going and blast our way down. Now, another thing, just before we get into it, is the missions. I think we're going to do the Iberian struggle. I was looking at potentially doing Rome right now, but I just think we can just handle and carve up these guys much quicker, and then just focus over in Italy later. So, the big final showdown with Rome will occur, I'm sure, but just not for a little while yet. So, the Iberian struggle. The rich lands of Iberia are waiting for a mighty trade empire to take control of their many silver mines. The many Phoenician colonies there give us an entry point which we should make use of when we give our soldiers the orders to expand into this wild region. Completion criteria. This mission will be considered complete when we've taken control of the regions of Contestania and Baetica. Boom. Alright, so we've already got the Balearides, the Balearic slingers, I guess. So yeah, the islands here. We've already integrated them, so that's already done. And we can activate Slinger Port. The Balearic Islands are known for their excellent slingers, and with our newfound control of the area, we can bring these to bear against our enemies. So this gives us Archer Discipline, 15%, and maintenance costs reduced, but it's only for 20 years, so it's not that crazy. Now, we could do Iberian Riches and Contestanian Hinterlands, and this will give us a claim on all the provinces here. Oh wow, cool. And all the ones here. Alright, we've activated both. I know the music's kind of crazy right now, but I love it. It's getting me pumped. Alright, let's let time play. Oh, by the way, very last thing is, someone in the comments mentioned that we had tribal settlements all over the place because of all the integrations we've done. I've since deleted or deconstructed all of those tribal settlements, which has given us a nice fat treasury. I'm going to wait on to see what kind of happens here before we actually decide to build all of those back up into barracks or slave estates, because I just want to see if maybe if a civic guy does get into power in the future, then it'll be cheaper. But if we do manage to get a dictatorship going, then we have no need for that. Because I'm sick of this election thing every 5 years. It's, you know, it's getting a bit much. I wouldn't mind extending the terms for 5 more years, but if I was role-playing as this guy, which I'm kind of trying to do, I just feel like he wouldn't just be like, oh, we'll extend the terms for 5 years. He'd be like, I'm in here for life. Now, when you commit to that, that's a big commitment, because then it's like populist faction influence starts going up, and we'd have to start changing the other laws to kind of fit that as well. Anyways, so we'll see how it all shakes out. All right, let's go. Oh, we got a 15,000 stack coming in. Looks like we're gonna win though. Might have switch him to force march actually in a second. See if we can catch him up. So this is Himilco. Actually, we should change the name. So this is Barca's 5th. So he's put himself in charge of Contestania. Oh, someone actually had a really great suggestion as well. Sorry, I keep going off on tangents. But to make a Safet army, 2 Safet armies, that'd be so cool. If I was role-playing Rome, I would definitely do that, 2 consular armies. But yeah, that would make sense. But now I think we might be abandoning the Senate. Oh, there's actually quite a few troops here. It looks like we'll get it though. Yeah. Should win that, no problem. So that's going to give the popularity... Oh man, so much popularity. But it obviously goes to this guy, not the other general. So what I might do then is... Let's take Himilco. Let's send him south. See if he can wipe out this army on his own. And that way he should gain himself some popularity. We've got barbarians all the way down here. Let's put this army on defend borders and see will they actually do it. Looks like they will. Alright, Himilco's in his battle now. There we go, 0.29 popularity. Awesome. Well, he defeated the whole stack, which is nice. Hang on a sec. Ah, we can hold a triumph for our boy. A mock triumph, some might say. He can hold a triumph for himself, and there's 87 seats behind it. Because of course all the populists are loving the idea of it. Himilco just won an amazing battle, destroyed 4,000 troops in Gaul. The reports back in Carthage have just exclaimed from Vocontia that he's wiped an entire army all by himself. Not days after he was put in charge of one, you know? You could see it happening, for sure. Alright, hold the triumph then. So that's pretty much all the gold we have, which is interesting because we just get a lot of that from destroying buildings. He has a chance to gain a cognomen, and he's going to gain prestige for his family and 25 popularity instantly. So we just threw him all the way up now to 54 popularity immediately like that. Wow. We took a 5 stability hit. Okay. Now, appointing a dictator might be the next step. Although, is he gaining popularity still? He is. As he's sponsoring the games. We'll wait till it goes a bit higher. How's the Senate? We're actually losing numbers, but we can give them a blast as well before we need to. Okay, we'll see how that works out. So let's rush forward. I'm going to rush into the heart of Gergovia. Oh, cool. And this army can then go and try to catch up, because he's a level 5. So at least Himilco will then... Anyone that's lower than Himilco can get in there. Actually, all these guys kind of are. But first, we'll just take these territories. Actually, we should force march really everybody. I'm excited, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this or not. I'm excited. It would be kind of early to do it, I feel like, for the size we are. I always thought that we'd get, like, this crazy good populist. But see, the thing is, I've been focusing on characters that aren't populists. The ones that I really enjoy, and the characters that I really get attached to. Like Boots Bedona here, 61 years old, one of our best military minds. But he's a militarist, of course. And it's quite rare to get, like, a really good populist. We've got a new military tradition, local knowledge, army attrition, -15. And we could work our way down another set of stuff and get... nothing too crazy in there. Nothing too crazy in there. I'll just keep going down this chain then, because we're about to get manpower 10%, which would be nice for in future. If Conti want peace, they are not going to get it. I just realized something. This province is connected to Tectosagia. So let's claim on them. We have no provinces which we could conquer in a war. Oh. So I can't claim on them. Okay, not much I can do about that. How's our claims progressing? They're doing alright. Alright, let's go. So Himilco is rushing north to catch to rush to Gergovia to catch those barbarians before they stop. We have Ahiram's cavalry coming on the way, but we don't want to put anyone that's better than Boots as a martial commander in front of him. He wants to get all the glory and all the popularity. Himilco Barca, okay, lost a trade route, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so these guys, for instance, they can go join Himilco up at Gergovia, and they'll just back him up, whereas the stronger military minds maybe will just finish off the rest of Vocontia. Okay, good. Everything is progressing as planned. What do we got? Actually, don't have that much up there. Looks like he's going to wipe another army, actually. Maybe. Yep, a little bit of popularity there. Going to be keeping an eye on that. Another little bit of popularity. And they just keep sending them in. But we've got a circumvallation all the way around the settlement right now, so they can't get back in, so we are wiping them as they come in. Hey, it looks like the barbarians are defeated. Congratulations. The army did it all on their own when we told them to defend borders. It's nice. It's nice to see it actually work. Sometimes it doesn't. All right, so he's in there. I mean, gotta hand it to him. He's level 7 marshal. You know, it's not like he's an absolutely awful commander or something. And he is silver-tongued. It's how he got himself to be a party leader and how he got himself to rule. 64 years of age. 47 populist support. And how popular is he now? 56. 56. He's not done sponsoring those games yet. Now, we have to be at war to actually... Although we can just declare another war soon anyway, but... We have to be at war to actually make ourselves a dictator. The next election date's not for 2 years. So these guys are going to join him, right? Yeah. Perfect. And then maybe one of the big armies will just sit here and hold the territory to the south, just in case they try to come back down. Yep, this works out pretty well. And then after this... Oh. Where's that cavalry then? I'm going to get these guys to run down and kill that guy. More sue for peace from Vocontia. What do they want? They become a tribal vassal of me. It's kind of nice, but no. 61,000 here now. Maybe a bit overkill. But hopefully we'll just get this done. Alright, going pretty well. How much money do we have? Wow, we're making 84. Nice. Are we paying the fleet? We actually are. We don't really need to. So let's just turn that off for a while. So yeah, we might do another war against Ilirgetia and Indicatia. Now, who will... The Senate seats for this. The seats will change for Marshal. And we want to kind of keep the populists going right now. So we don't really want to declare a new war. We'd rather appoint him a dictator while this war is on. But I don't know what happens if you end the war then. What's his popularity? His popularity is not quite good enough. We might have to just declare another war. And work with what we got. The cavalry's on its way. I love the cavalry, man. It's super cool. Light cav just rushing towards this unit, this army right here. Murder them. Alright, cool. Food is actually pretty good. It's kind of low for this army, so I might pull this one out actually. They can head back here and get some food. We're a bit overkill with armies anyway. Turn off that force march. Great. So, yeah, I'm looking at some decent numbers here. 17,000, 10,000. They got some units. And they still have one more fort to go after this. Although this is their capital, which I think means you can piece them out. And we've completely obliterated Vocontia, so they're kind of done. Massalia. Yep, give them some fish. Alright, we're about to finish the siege. You can see the town is burning. Love to see it. 49 seats, wow. If it goes up to 50, we won't actually be able to use this. And we kind of need to do that, actually. Think about it. It all depends on his popularity. When he takes this city, we might get a thing to say... Actually, we're just going to keep going and keep killing armies because we need him to gain popularity. Yeah, that's what we have to do, actually. And just not bring in anyone that's, like, too good for us. Alright. Oop, battle incoming. That's kind of annoying, actually. Oh, well. I'd rather Himilco fights them himself, you know? But looks like they're all trying to get out of through the mountain pass here. Alright, that's victory for us. Alright, the sacking of Gergovia. Himilco Barca has led his men to glorious victory during the siege of Gergovia. The enemy flee in disgrace, and all that is left to decide is how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, the spoils of war are likely to cause those back in Carthage to admire Himilco greatly. But leaving such wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in future. Let it be gentle, let the men roam freely, or none shall hide. And he'll gain 5 popularity either way. And he already has 60. Oh my god. I think we're totally going to do this. He's going to gain the trait Cruel, if we go with that one. Now, I don't know what Cruel does for you. Well, let's go with the middle one then. I don't necessarily know if I want to be Cruel. So, yeah. Gergovia is 1. So now, we're going to jump right here and fight a commander that's stronger than us. On bad terrain. That's how brash he's getting. How brazen he's getting. But defeating a commander that's better than him, and these big numbers, I like to think is going to give us a big popularity buff. Yeah, so it's a pretty easy battle actually. It's good to see. Himilco gains confidence. Extra martial. Nice. They say the most valuable lessons come from defeat. Like Heracles or Alexander, Himilco Barca, the Gaul, appears to be the exception to the rule. That's awesome that he's got the Gaul as his name. So he's losing popularity now. So we could hold games again. He's got the money, Jesus. Appointing a dictator doesn't do that. Now, is there anything else? I can't think. Is there anything else that raises your popularity, like instantly? What do we need it to be? I have to just make sure of that. Decisions 90 or higher. Whew, that's tough to do. But the election date's coming up. That's a tough one to do. 16k down here. I'm gonna jump on some troops here. Just keep trying to get popularity wherever we can, really. Yeah, it's a little bit there. It's not much, but every little helps, I guess. Don't want to end this war until we Although ending the war does get you popularity as well, doesn't it? It does, actually, when you take out a whole country. But we're not taking out any countries. I think let's just end it. It feels a bit weird to just keep prolonging it. Although, if we can take this army out, that'd be great. We'll do one more battle, see if we can get down to them for one last battle, and then we'll piece them out. And try to get as much territory as we can. But I think winning a war does make you more popular as a leader. Pretty sure it does. Anything for popularity? No. So the High God, our augur, Baal Hanuhanid, claims our future is bleak unless we appease Baal Hamun, as he has the terrible visions of things to come. Okay, we've had this many times now. We could pay 1,900, absolutely not. Small ceremony, though, would be kind of the right thing to do, I think. So we'll pay some money and gain some influence. And Baal Hamun should be quite happy. Alright, so we're rushing Himilco south. He's now an 8-star general, an 8 marshal. And we could go with that discipline benefit. We're going to need it anyway, so let's do that. Man, this is tough to get to these guys. Stop running away from me, goddammit. I don't know why the AI doesn't ever really force march. It's weird. Oh no. They're going to engage this army. Oh, we can get them out of there, though. Alright, there we go. Fighting on Massalia itself as well. Yeah, 1.38. I love to see it. Okay, I love to see it. And they're probably going to run up to here. We'll leave them. We'll leave them. We'll leave them. So, let's sue for peace. And then we're going to go straight into another war. Actually, how much time do we have? Not much longer. Not much longer. And how is he? He's well. He's not unwell, so that's good. Yeah, okay. Right, let's end this. So, sue for peace. We want to talk to Arvernia and say, become a subject, become a tributary. They'll give us almost 1 gold per month. It's really actually not that much. I thought it was going to be at like 2 or 3. But hey, 1 is 1. So they're pieced out. 76 popularity. I think it did just go up a bit. Alright, so let's take some provinces from these guys. That's all we want. We're going to leave Vacantia that and that. I don't want that. 10 aggressive expansion, not that much at all. Alright. 90. Oh my god. I'm pretty scared now, guys. This could really happen. I just didn't think I'd be able to do it. Alright, hang on. So, let's declare war against Sorbonia, as we had planned to do. We're going to call our allies to help. We want to take Narbonensis. No stability hits here. All good. We're going to appoint the dictator. So he's just gotten everyone to power. Oh, yeah. So, okay, hang on. I got to do this right. I'm getting scared. I'm getting nervous. 66 seats behind. So, here's what we do. -5 stability. We're going to endorse the populists. Never clicked that ever so far, I don't think. We're up to 58. That's pretty good. We're going to enact... I'll wait to do that. Let's appoint ourselves as a dictator, adding 1 year to our duration, election term duration, and 5% morale of armies. The Senate are totally behind it because obviously the populists are like, obviously, let's do this. 5 new Senate seats will go in, 10% all loyalty for people who are populists. As a temporary extension to your ruler's term, after this point, elections will occur as normal. Emergency powers are granted to your Safet until you are next at peace. Dictatorial powers mean that the Senate will vote in your favor for most actions. Which means, yes, we can push through some stuff. And it'll give us a bit of loyalty. It'll give us some more tyranny, sorry. So not even everybody in this is kind of gelling with it, the idea of this. You know, not even all the populists. They're kind of thinking like, I don't know about this, actually. But here we go. So lifetime elections. Himilco Barca the Gaul Safet is a member of the populist faction. Forcing this through the Senate will cost 5 tyranny. It'll cost us 35 political influence and 15 stability. Ah, this might be where it gets tricky. Because we need 40 stability to do this, to push this all through. So that's where it's going to get tough. I don't know if we'll be able to keep stable and keep our Senate populists high. We'll have to try that out. So let's do this anyway. Lifetime elections. 67 people in the Senate. We're also now going to empower the military faction. And we're going to sacrifice to the gods. Okay. So if we want to proclaim a dictatorship, we just need now to have 40 stability and 70 support for Populist. That's all we need. We're at 67 and it's growing a lot. So another thing we can do is Mago Blasii, who was previously lowering our aggressive expansion by a lot. He's now going to swap jobs with the Shafat and use all of that statesmanship towards senatorial impact and influence. So let's dismiss Hanogizgo. 1.2. And he is 54, so he's going to be doing that for a while. So this is now gaining at 5.26 per month. And all we have to do now is really wait for that stability to come back up. Anyways, so we are now at war with Sorbonia in Indicatia. It's just business as usual beyond after this point. Although you can bet your balls that it's going to be Himilco who's going to go straight over there first. We have to go to this port. Actually, we can go straight for their capital and use the other boys to siege here. These guys are exiled. Is there anyone up there? No. Alright, that's the situation. What do they got? 18 cohorts. These have 17. Is that it as well? It's just those two. And these guys as well down here. So if we pay the fleet, we can actually send the fleet out and see what's going on. Oh, wait till we send them out, actually. Alright, there's Himilco's army. Jumping on this small stack here, 4,000 men. Just wait a little longer. This guy wants a job. Umashtar Hanid. Wait a little longer. So he's at lifetime elections. It's interesting. And so has Matan Blasii, by the way. He's just the proxy to all this. Alright, we killed 4,000 troops. Have we kept our popularity nice and high? We have. And it's actually gaining. Which is kind of crazy. Because there is a decay rate on that. And we need to raise that stability to 40. That's all we need. Because this is going to come up. I'm sure of it. We can't endorse them any further, but if it gets over 70, we're golden. Shit, they got away from me. Ah, whatever. Damn, didn't manage to catch them. And if we hop over there, we die. Looks like we got them, no problem actually. Send them home. Why is our morale so low? I can understand why this one's is low. His health is, or his food is really low. Let's just get him onto a food. Get him to Massalia. Alright, so Himilco is here in the capital. Oh, and this army's missing a... Okay. Yep. Alright, good stuff. So we're sieging the capital of Narbo. And the other armies are going to siege this one down. Great. Alright, things are looking good. Stability is climbing up by 0.36. If we could do another stability sacrifice, that would be great, but we can't right now. The Hanids are a little bit impatient. They don't have a job right now, so they're a little bit unhappy, but that's okay. How is he for health? I'm just worried he'd die or something from old age. Could hold another triumph if he needs that popularity, but we'd take a 5 stability hit on that, so we can't really do that. So we'll just have to leave him, but if we're desperate for popularity at some point in the future, because we need to be 90 popularity, which we are right now. But I'm sure winning these wars while he's in power and killing armies like this, he'll be fine. I don't see why not. Unfulfilled promises. Yes, this guy's getting kind of worried that he doesn't have a job, so we'll rectify this situation shortly, or smoothly talk him out of these fleeting ambitions. Because we have silver tongues, we can just say, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Alright. Going pretty well. So, by the way, just in case I wasn't clear, what happened when we ended that war, by the way, is we got all this territory here. It's kind of hard to see, actually. We got this territory here, and then we made Arvernia a tributary. And tributaries don't take up a diplomatic slot, so they're really nice to have. An interesting side note is that Massalia is a client of Rome, and if their loyalty falls below 33, we can actually demand that they come over to our side. I'm not sure how we do that. Demand subject transfer. And apparently it would happen. It would work. But it's just that they're too loyal to Rome. Now, I don't know how to make them not loyal. I don't know, actually. Rome would have to, like, aggressively expand or something. We're going to march down here just in case. Yeah, I knew there was going to be a battle there. This is the cavalry army that's going to get engaged first. They should do fine. Cavalry's overpowered against these tribes, really. Just running rings around them at this stage. So what are they looking for? Vegetables and fish. And stability. At 0.36, we're just not gaining enough. I'm really relying on some events to pop up. Hopefully I won't miss them. That will give us a boon to stability. All we need is 13. Like, it's really not that much, but that is a lot of months. You know, we gain every 3 months we gain 1, so that'll be 39 months, something like that. 39 months. So 3.5 years before we'd get to 40 just naturally, and in 3.5 years we've just reached 70. So we're fine, I guess. As long as this comes up a bit more and more and more, we're good. It's a tough one, though. It's tricky to have everything right at the same time. The popularity, the stability, the populist support. It's just tricky. All right. Siege seems to be going well. Oh, we have a breach. You know what? Let's have a little fun. Let's assault the walls. There is a breach. Some heavy casualties, but we did it. Just about. All right. Was it worth 4,000 men? Probably not, but there you go. All right, we can stand on Sextantio, and bring our fleet out, put them in maybe boarding tactics and catch these 5 ships that will come out. And then, oh, we did go to war with Sorbonia first. And by the way, can we claim on these guys now? No. Can't declare a war without 30 stability either. Okay. They're not looking to engage me yet, so still waiting on that. Oh, the ships left, did they? It's a good move on their part, actually. So I guess what we could do is hop on the boats to go around, but I really don't want to do that. I want... Once we win this fight at the port here, we'll load him up and do it. Yeah, we'll head in, fight these guys on this fort, and then maybe send the others around. That might be the way to do it. I really just want Himilco to get all the glory, because his popularity is waning. Let's get him to hold some games again. He has the money, actually, so he's never going to be able to... He's never going to have to stop holding games. That's good to note as well that we have so many holdings around the place that we can totally just... If there's any disloyalty, we can fix it pretty easily by doling out the holdings. Alright, looks like we're about to win. This is also a breach here. They're trying to move around me right now. I'm tempted to breach. Do it. Alright, we did it. Okay, so the sacking of Narbo. Let the looting be gentle, let the men roam freely, etc. We have 95 popularity already. So now this is 100 popularity. So we're done. We have done that. We have our guy is... Oh no, he's just 95 now. I thought it said it was giving us 5 more, and it said 95 current. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're actually still gaining. So now we can jump on up here. Actually, we'll jump on this army first, because they're weak. But we'll wait. Wait till this army locks. There we go. So they can't come and get us now. So we'll trash this army first and then turn around. And if we can fight them even on our own terrain, that'd be amazing. Yeah, they're stuck around my fort now. Haha. Excellent. Move like a... Be like a spear and have a point. Haha. Looks like these guys are going to get engaged here. Alright, we don't need the popularity, so we can just fight them. Looks like they're pretty trapped. So we're moving Himilco over to engage this army down here. They're going to fight this army first. Hang on then. Let's force march. Let's force march everyone we can here. Still not good enough, so we'll just have to force march them all the way. He should get the... I mean, he still doesn't need the popularity. I don't know why I'm so focused on that. He's easily got it. We should just really focus on winning the war now. Because he's got more than enough. What is this? The Faith of Himilco. Stability. 6 stability. Oh my days. We are only 4 away now, boys and girls. 4 stability away. Have I forgotten anything? Am I making a mistake here? Has greater than 40 stability, and then we are dictatored out of our minds. Can you believe it? In 2.5 years, he's accomplished so much. He's just seized power, essentially, which is pretty cool. And we're at 72. Now, if we enable another one of these, which actually I might do that right now, because we don't need the political influence, do we? I don't think so. Yeah, let's empower the civic faction, which is going to give even more populist influence. So this is going to climb even higher. So we're basically just buying over everybody to the populists right now. Now, the reason I did that is because build cost is now way cheaper, and we have a bunch of money that I wanted to build, construct slave estates or barracks. I actually kind of want barracks, because we didn't really build many of them. So everywhere there was a tribal estate, which is all of these places, or tribal settlement, we can now build barracks in their place. And how much do they cost? Only 51. They should cost 120. So yeah, we're getting them nice and cheap. Excellent. And we're also feeding into our overall agenda. So it's just so perfect. The synergy. Yeah, that's right. I said synergy. Be crazy if something happened and he like died in battle. That would just like be so crazy. Alright, well, let's keep going anyway. We're going to head straight down to this fort. The other guys are going to load up on the ships, and they're going to head into the other country. And we'll leave a little force in the rear, just in case something happens behind us. Preferably the cavalry, actually, yeah. Because they can just get around if something happens behind us. A lack of a governor. Now, we were searching for a Hanid, weren't we? Oh, no, they have jobs now. Well, we'll give it to a Hanid anyway. Oh, this was the guy that wanted the job. He sucks. Forget that. Alright, we'll just give it to these guys then. Oh, maybe it was... No, yeah, it was the other guy. Okay. Fighting season. Supply range. Naval range. Diplomatic reputation. I want people to like me. Alright, get on the boats. The sacking of Agathi. We're at 100 popularity. Oh, it does say has happened. My bad then. I read it wrong. My bad. So has happened means obviously we've already gained our 5 popularity, so our current is 100. Gotcha. That must have happened before and I didn't even realize. Yeah, kill them all. Actually, no. Just go light. Go light on this then. Because we are going to be getting these territories eventually. So let's march down towards this area now. We're helping on the boats. We'll owe the mercantiles a favor. No. You'll lose 40 loyalty. He's a party leader of the mercantiles. Is this a problem? Not really. He's unwell as well. He needs treatment, but that's fine. Good. Alright, we're moving. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have to do a bunch of building out here and get rid of any tribal settlements we see. I might just do that at the very end of the episode. Or in between, because it is very tedious. I don't think there's a way to actually, you know, identify where tribal settlements are. Like in terms of like a map mode or something. They could be anywhere, they might not be anywhere. Actually, I'm just doing it now, so I guess here we are. Some riveting gameplay. So we're just deleting the tribal settlements because we just don't want them. Now, to be honest, it's actually not that bad having it here because they're keeping the tribesmen happy. While there is tribesmen, that actually makes sense, but I'd rather, while we have the civic faction empowered, that we just build slave estates up here. There we go. Alright, the boats are loaded up. So let's just drop off right here and hop straight into the city. I'm not going to hit Empori on the city. I don't necessarily want to. I'd like to leave it intact for when we just take it later. Although, that being said, taking actually, yeah, we will hit it. Just flip up my ideas all the time, don't I? But the reason I'll actually take it, the decision I just came to there, is that this place might be kind of disloyal, so killing Pops or taking them away and making them slaves is actually better for us in the long run. Or in the short term, actually, I should say. Because we'll be able to deal with the province easier. I don't want any disloyalty. Like, our current rebellion... Oh, it's super good, actually. Oh, but that's because... Yeah, do we have any disloyalty? Only 2 provinces. Yeah, we're totally fine, actually. This is fine. Alright, in that regard, then, let's leave them alive. Just go straight for the fort after they land, please. So we're going to hit the 2 forts at the exact same time. And hopefully, both of our armies are both capable of doing this. And then, actually, what I'll do to safeguard ourselves... Boots Badona just winning victories left, right, and center over there. We'll bring up the cavalry onto the boats and they can deploy to either side if they need help. So that makes the most sense, I think. An intriguing offer. Holy shit. Let's see what this is all about. Boots Badona here. And who's this? He's the current Mefakid. Okay, a little-known man by the name of Boots Badona the Helen addressed the Senate recently denouncing the poor performance of Azena Adibera, a key member of our government. Furthermore, the upstart Boots claimed that he himself would be a better candidate for the role. After the address, Boots reinforced his argument with the offer of a sizable bribe in return for granting him the position instead. This is super interesting because that is a lot of money. That's 2,800 now. I don't know where he's getting that money. I don't want this to happen because he'll lose his job, won't he? I mean, he won't be leading the army anymore, or he'll lose... Okay, well, actually, you kind of have to do it, because he'll lose so much loyalty that he'll become disloyal at the head of an army right now, which is not good. So, this actually may have consequences, though, it says. And this guy was a tribune of the soldiers, so what's his deal? You know, I don't like the idea of upsetting the balance like this when we're trying to pull off something kind of dangerous. So, I'm just going to let him lose his loyalty. That's a lot of money to turn down. It's 3 grand. We could build a lot with that, but I just don't know. It's too unpredictable when we're trying to mess with our political system. Who knows what could happen? So just say no. Get back in your box, Boots, and we'll bribe you and keep you happy. Or give you a holding or something. Look at him, ready to leave the station here immediately. So I'll get back in position. Alright, cavalry's moving out to the navy. We're going to bring the navy down. And we'll just keep the cavalry on there for a little while. Hopefully they got enough food, actually. That's the important thing. No, they don't. Okay, then. Let's drop into port here, actually. And that's it, by the way, when we do this. Then it's just this last little town. And then we have the whole coastline. So what are we at now? 37.9 stability. Not enough political influence to do anything else in terms of raising it higher. Things are looking good. Should be gaining food here as well, which is nice. You know, in some ways, obviously, as an outsider, I am sad at the death of our republic. But to be honest, I'm just sick of it. Oh, hang on. What happened? Why isn't he the governor? He is. What is he wearing? He changed his clothes. Oh, he became dumb. -2 finesse. Man, that's terrible to have that when he's 11 finesse. Converted culture gets you 1 finesse? Well, he's still doing great. Let's have a look, actually, at, speaking of cultures. Yeah, look at that. That's culture, by the way. Religion's already taken hold. Culture is spreading thickly and nicely out here. But yeah, I kind of want to mourn the death of our beloved republic, but you know what? Himilco Barca, he knows it's time. It was time to end. He's overthrowing. In some ways, it's interesting though because he is a former slave. I don't know if he would necessarily want to form a dictatorship. It all comes down to his personality. He's now confident and submissive. Submissive is really weird. I'm just gonna say that submissive is just purely in the bedroom. He's silver-tongued, reckless, and tolerant. He has his kids, Matan Hanid, Yadamilk, and Mutanbal. So like the Republic's decent in the way that you can trigger different things when you get people in power, but an empire is pretty good because we can have 4 idea slots. Or not even an empire, it's just dictatorship. I don't know if that counts as being an empire. I don't think so. I think an empire is separate to that and it happens later. We're also going to take a 30 stability hit when we do this, so that's going to be very significant. Is everything else still in power? Yep, 73. Super popular still. Let's hold some games. Just keep that level. Should balance out. And we're just currently sieging, so pretty straightforward. 3 stability. There we go, guys. That is it. A petitioner approaches. Thank you so much. A mature individual by the name of Admiral Takfarina approached our Safet in private this morning. In a hushed voice, he spoke of a vision of the near future in which he was found by his loved ones having been drowned at the bottom of a well. With shaking hands, he offered all his worldly goods to the state in return for protection. How awful. We shall take care of him, or no, convince him that all will be well. Oh my god, here we go, guys. Available decisions. Proclaim dictatorship. It is becoming increasingly apparent that power cannot be trusted in the hands of the many. Absolute security demands absolute authority. Carthage gains 2 free province investments. That's nice. And Carthage gains 10 tyranny. That's a lot. We'll be up to 36. We'll lose 30 stability. And we'll adopt the dictatorship government form, overthrowing the republic and becoming a monarchy. Black news indeed. And he now rules with his wife, Isabel Badona. And these are the successors. I wonder how it's chosen those guys, actually. So that's going to change everything. All our laws have been changed and reset. We have agnostic primogeniture succession. It dictates that the eldest male child always inherits the throne. This is a simple and ancient system, but can often result in young monarchs, bloody politics, and a lack of viable successors. So, guys, we've done it. We have completely overthrown it. And that means now we've got 4 free idea slots. We are down to 12 stability. National unrest is high. Tyranny is high. Happiness across the lands is generally kind of low, as our Tyrant has seized power. That's awesome. He is the Tyrant of Carthage. That's so cool. Now, why isn't his son popping up as the next heir? I don't know. Maybe things will change. We can now do War Council to actually just gain free claims on places. And speaking of claims, we have achieved our claims in these areas down here, so we can go to war with them. And the next thing is to actually take those territories. The heirs of Tartessia. Increase relations with these guys. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well. Bye-bye Republic. Hello Barca family. Himilco Barca. So have the families changed at all? No. Of course, the Barcid family are now going to be probably the most prestigious, although they are considered scorned right now. And we have the 11 charisma still and the 8 martial, but we have lost our co-ruler's finesse. Because obviously we don't have a co-ruler anymore. Well, our co-ruler is here, but she's just not very high in finesse. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that is job done. Now, I don't like the current look of our successors. I'm assuming that our kid is going to pop up next. There we go. So this is all just shifted. Actually, it didn't fully shift. It has moved around. Our co-military... one of our guys that's also leading an army is popping up there. What is that based on? What the hell is it based on? 52 years old, 71, 67. But why aren't his kids popping up? I don't know. He's also leading an army right now. Where is he? Oh man, he's right alongside his father. Yeah, it's very strange that he's not popping up in the succession line. I don't get that. Like our law says, eldest male child always inherits the throne. It's very weird. To look into that. I hope it's not another Imperator bug. Oh shit. So what's the character situation now when we don't have anyone in office? Amazingly, one of the families isn't scorned. They must be all leading armies and stuff. Alright, so we have to choose best men for the job. Or women. Probably men, because that's the way it is in our game. So we'll put Mago Blasiai back on here, as now he's going to be... Oh, that's sacrifice to the gods? That's what we want. Aggressive expansion decline. Great. Alright, we're just assigning jobs basically. I'm just trying to make sure the families are all happy. They seem to be all happy, even though I feel like these guys definitely don't all have jobs. We've got them content because they got removed through a script. I'm guessing that's what happened. This game is so fucking full of bugs. I'm assuming that's what happened. Apologies if it's not, but the only other option is governors and armies, and I just feel like we don't have that many. But maybe we do. Maybe we do. I just feel like losing 8 offices and not having more than... I don't know. It's just weird. Maybe I'm wrong though. Alright, so let's get him in here. Let's get him in here, which is best men for the job now at this point. Hannibal Blasiai. So 6, 5, 6, 9. Wow, one more job in the Blasiais and they all gain extra loyalty. And then we'll have to add these things, but we need 20 influence for each one, so we'll have to wait for a while. Okay, and now it's just back on with the mission at hand. Going forward now as a tyrant after 96 years as a republic. So unexpected. Nobody would have seen that coming. Although, I guess if I name the episode, I'd probably name it the Dictator. The Tyrant, actually. Yeah, let's call it that. Alright, let's just speed up time because we're just literally waiting for this. A lot of armies converging on me right here, actually. Don't know if we'll bring this cavalry over quick enough. We'll try. The siege here is finally won. Oh, shit. That's annoying. It's annoying. It's great, but it's annoying that it happened because I could have ran my cavalry straight this way, but I've put them on a boat now. Oh my god. The army's nearly there. It looks like we're going to win anyway, but just in case. You never know. Alright, victorious. No problems. 100,000 men. Come on. Got some attrition here, obviously, as well. Alright, cool. So, who are we going to send onwards? Let's send Matan on. It doesn't really matter who we send at this point. Just get the job done. Finish the battles. Send some people back because they're starving. And they kind of need to go back. Vermina. I feel like we saw him a long time ago. I can't believe we've done it. And so far there's like been no... We've got one disloyal character. Boods Banana. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Well, he's not disloyal yet, but he's becoming disloyal. Wow. So Himilco's army has taken huge casualties. They're lacking like 10,000 men. Still a lot of troops roaming around here. I don't want to get too careless, actually, thinking about it. We just want to get onto the last fort in a second. So let's go now. Boots Bedona in there. Get him that victory. Okay, so that should be it. Where these guys can be actually removed now, can't they? Oh no, we need to have those 2 territories. So 2 more territories, and then we can piece out that whole army, and we can just wait for this siege to finish. And then these guys are done. Oh, they're actually taking their stuff back. It's so annoying. We'll take it back instantly though, because we have the forts. It's so cool. The messages say, "My tyrant." Who would say that? My tyrant. Alright, so we have all that. Sweet. Now it's just a matter of getting back. Yeah, the cavalry's going to engage them right away. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, thank God it let me do that. Peculating official has come to our attention that a trusted advisor has been siphoning funds from our treasury into his own pocket for some time. The disappearance of monies collected from across Carthage eventually aroused suspicions, which, combined with eyebrow-raising extravagances, such as extremely flattering statues of Ushmart being erected, could not be written off as mere coincidence. Abuses of this kind surely must not be tolerated, lest the entire state apparatus becomes a charade for personally enriching vain aristocrats. The specific punishment is, however, up for debate. We'll recuperate our losses, so we'll gain 20 corruption doing this. But I actually don't really mind doing that, because he's an old man now, Himilco Barca. Oh no, Ushmart gains corruption. Okay, yeah, I don't mind that at all. We'll gain 5 corruption, it's not too bad at all. Alright, let's finish these guys off. So this will allow us to piece them out when we just win this fight. Okay, cool. So they are going to be pieced out. Thank you. Yeah, lower the aggressive expansion, I guess. It's not by that much, but it helps nevertheless. And then jump on that guy, finish him off. And once this final stretch of territory is taken, then we are good to go. Himilco gains 10 popularity, and this guy will be flogged. The guy was caught red-handed. Was discovered helping himself to a sizable quantity of gold. Another one. Well, everyone's just stealing from me. Chide him publicly. We'll lose 10 popularity. Yeah, let's... The guy will die, actually. Because his health is so low. Why is his health that low? It just is. Man, do we kill him or not? You know, I mean, what's his deal? He's very loyal. He's just... Oh, he's obviously not just. He was stealing. He's an orator. What is he in our relation to us? No, it's not that important. He has kids. He's plotting quietly. Yeah, fuck that guy. The siege of Antistiana is won. And that should be it for everything then, I think. I'll just put them to the sword and banish some of them as well. And there we go, guys. Look at that. So in this episode, we achieved quite a bit. We became a dictatorship, a monarchy, and we also pieced out several wars and took a huge swath of territory all along this way. Our aggressive expansion is now 22, which isn't actually too bad. And we've also achieved claims on Lusonia and around down here. So we might hop on the boats, head down this way, so that we can complete our missions of the Punic intervention, and the mines of Iberia, and several of these. I'll have to read through some of these and see what's going on. And then commission a bunch of building. We also have 3 grand. We're lacking 20,000 in the armies, so we really only have about 90,000 manpower as it currently stands. But man, I think this is a very, very successful episode. I hope people are okay with what I've done. What Himilco Barca has done. But I'm excited to see what happens. Now, I'm just a bit kerfuffled as to why his children aren't in the running. So his first child is Matan Hanid, and he's just not even here. At all. Not sure what's going on there. No idea. His next one is Yadamil Hanid. Also, his name is Barca. So why are his kids named Hanid? His wife is a Bedona. He's part of the Barca family. They're part of the Hanid family. Oh, maybe they're not his actual kids. Oh, sorry, that's probably what I'm missing. Oh, no, they are. I mean, it says father, but different mother. What does that have anything to do with it? How this happened? Like, did we adopt him or something? I don't know. Weird. Strange. Well, either way, it looks like he's not going to be passing on... you know, it's not going to stay within the family. This guy's coming up next, and why that's the case? Don't know. He's just got a bunch of supporters, popularity, prominence, and family prestige. He's a member of the Barcid family, the same family at least. His kids are all dead, so it's just gonna, and he's got nothing in this world, so that's just gonna pass on as well. He's 69. So next down from him is Adonable Barca. He at least He's actually not too bad. He's okay. His spouse is okay as well. And then he has children Himilco Barca, Sofonisba Barca, and Paltabal Barca. I didn't really consider this succession chain, I suppose. Because it seems like this guy might be in power in like 4 or 5 years or something. Unless someone else really prominent rises up within the Barca family. Because yeah, it's obviously going to stay within the family, I guess. So this is kind of the class of people we have to choose from. Might have been a mistake. Just in terms of, I don't know if the family is necessarily that strong. I feel like the Bodanids are a little bit better. It's a bit of a mess. A bit of a mess. Let's pop a governor in here. Mago. Ugh, he kind of sucks. Actually, we'll just put in Drusus Blasii here. Because we'll get... The family will become grateful now. So the Blasii are now considered grateful. Which means their loyalty is now increasing by 0.05 extra each month. Which kind of cancels out some of the tyranny a little bit. Court Philosopher. Let's get a Bedona in. And the idea slots. So we can put in 2 ideas. One of each kind. It's really nice, actually. I think this is the same as what an empire is. One of every type of idea. I'll look through this and consider what it should be. But that's going to be it, guys, for this episode. Pretty interesting one. So I think what we're going to be doing is just continuing on with Iberia now, getting a little bit more aggressive. I'm pushing down towards Lusonia, Titania, Bastatania, and Mastia. And just getting pretty aggressive with them. If we just quickly check what would be the situation were we to declare war. Alright, well, we can't actually for a while. Our stability is low, so we have to just calm things down. You can understand why we're not very stable. But yeah, we'll have to then check. I guess we could just check this way what their alliances are like. So the Aravasia. So they're actually allied with Daitania, so that might be a pretty big war. These guys got 105 cohorts, and Daitania have 16, so not that much for them. But Lusonia will be a pretty huge war, although what stands between us and them properly would be this country here, Occitania. So either we could get military access or something. If we could just kind of blow through there, that'd be nice. We will eventually have to take these guys out. We also need to fabricate claims on Tectosagia, because they just have part of our provinces that I would like to get. But our mission of, the coastlines is becoming a reality. It's looking better and better every episode. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Leave some beautiful comments, and I'll see you in the next one.